Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today, time to get out. So how did your riding club career, how long did that last for?
Probably 6 months.
After that, do you have a, direction you want to go? Where's your life taking you then?
So I put it down. I was a truck driver. I just got my CDL. So later, like a year or two later, I met one of my good friends now. There was a trucking club called Long Haul Bandits, and my daughter's mom used to watch him on social media a lot. One of the guys in the club was looking for an employee. So she got in touch with him, and he hired me, and I went on the road with him. And then I met another good buddy, ended up being good friends with him. He's like my second dad now, but he owned a trucking company hauling bees from California, Florida. We would do some winter stuff up north and bringing bees to storage sheds and things like that.
You get stung a lot doing that?
Oh yeah, I've been stung in the face. I've had to drive a week with one eye.
Yeah, I got stung right in the eyelid once, man.
Oh, it's miserable. And the sting isn't even that bad. It's the swelling.
Yeah, my eye was like that. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I did that for 7 years. Something was missing. I didn't have a lot of friends, but also a lot of stuff, different friends and people that people are shady. I have a lot of trust issues with people, especially over best friends, banging my old ladies and things like that. It's hard to trust people. So I started thinking, all right, I think I want to go a different direction. So I did prospect for another club before the Heathens. I had a good friend there that probably lasted 6 or 7 months. But some personal stuff came up. I was fighting custody for my daughter, and she was saying some off the wall stuff, and I kind of want to protect everyone. They were like, "Oh, it's cool," and I'm like, "Still, family court is court. It's still a law thing. Names getting dropped. I gotta be respectful." So I dropped down to back to hang around. I gave up my bottom rocker as prospect, and they were cool with it.
Why? Because you couldn't put in the time and the effort like where you needed to?
No, well, no, that wasn't it. It was what my daughter's mom was saying. And she was, saying some off the wall things and making crazy accusations
About the club? She was bringing the club into it? Oh, man.
She was trying to use it as a tactic to, make me look bad.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I was like, they were like, okay, cool, it's your decision. And then, a month or two down the line, just some personal stuff with a girlfriend I was dating at the time, and just some things transpired, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So I was out good, and I parted ways. I still love a lot of the guys, and we're still really cool. I've mended a lot of relationships with them, but they weren't my home at the time. So
do you come across anybody that's in the Heathens? Do you know about them at this time in your life?
Yeah, the club in a whole, I've seen here and there, back in the day, but I never really associated with any of the guys up until while I was trucking. My boy Hazmat is on TikTok as well. So I came across his videos, and I kept seeing on his cut, it said Tucson. I was like, what? No way. So I was commenting on his stuff, and there was times where I was like, I think I'm ready to see what's up. And I was messaging him, commenting like, hey, I want to kick it. Let's go get a beer. Dude never got back to me. He just didn't see it. And then he worked at a shop down here, like a clothing store for bikers or whatever. You could buy helmets, boots. They made patches, things like that. Yeah. And I needed a helmet for my daughter. So I went in there, and the first time I met him, it was just, he was working, but it was just awkward. It was like we didn't really say much. Like we knew each other from social media. We just didn't know how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Well, then fast forward maybe, I don't know, 4 months later, Coyote, me and him used to skate back in the day. Like me and him have known each other for 10 to 12 years.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we didn't like each other back then. So
isn't that weird how that happens? Like sometimes the people you don't like the most becomes your biggest friends
Yeah.
in the end.
So back then, the way I grew up, yeah, I'm a Cali boy, but I kind of grew up in the ghetto in the hood, but also a lot of families from the South. And I like all kinds of music. So I'm just like kind of hood, kind of redneck. Just I can kill with any type of walks of life, and I get along with everybody. But at that time, I had a Confederate flag on my Jeep, and he hated the flag, hated it. He thought I was the biggest piece.
Why? Because he looked at it like a racist symbol.
At that time, probably, yeah. I mean, we only grow up and gain knowledge later on or see different points of views. So it was funny that I added him re-added him on Facebook not too long, 7-8 months ago. He hit me up. He was like, "Hey man, you got a trailer? My bike's broke down." I was like, "No, but I got a truck. We'll get you a trailer." So I went and got a U-Haul, helped him out, and then I was asking him some questions, and he's like, "Oh, you're interested?" I said, "Bro, I've been interested. Just no one gets back to me, and I don't know how
Also,
to go about it."
so he was already a member.
Yes.
This
Yep.
is like 7 months ago,
Yep.
and when you see him finally and you help him out and you guys are talking, it's like you guys are like long lost friends,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't even remember being mad at me or hating me. He did it, and I
He
I
seems
was
like
like,
a really easygoing guy.
"Man, that I love that dude to death. He's just so humble and respectful, and I mean, it's nice that you can have people that if you're going through anything, you know that you can call them and you're not going to feel like you're annoying them. You're not feeling like that you're bothering them or that they're going to make fun of you. You can be yourself and you can be comfortable."
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people need that. We all go through different things, and especially men, with mental health problems, they don't know where to go. They don't know how to express it. So being able to have, 6, 7 people behind you and they all going to be there at all times, no matter what, is a great feeling. So, but yeah, he didn't remember being mad at me, and I brought it up. He's like, "Man, we only got to talk about that." I said, "It's all good now." But yeah, we saw each other and it was just all love. I helped him out. He was appreciative, and it got my foot in the door.
and
So
and right there you're talking to him about like wanting to hang around. And
yeah. Yep. Yep.
when do you first see the back patch, and did you have any thoughts on it with the swastika and stuff?
I mean, I had questions of because knowing what certain things mean and people have a different point of view. For instance, like I'm a rebel. I naturally rebel against things, especially in society. I don't agree with a lot of things that are run, and I like to do my own thing. So, the Confederate flag to me is a sign of rebellion, but also I got family from the South. But other people are like, "You're racist. You like slaves," and like it's none of that. Well, first of all, I'm Irish, so we were the first slaves. Okay. Um, but I asked their meaning, and they said their meaning behind it, and I was like, "Cool, I'm on board. It doesn't bother me. I know I'm gonna catch slack for it wearing it. Having Coyote be one that wears it as well should say a lot. The only thing is when people see him, you can't see who he is because he's always layered up pretty much.
Yeah,
Um,
he's with the helmet and the mask and,
yeah,
and the gloves. You can't tell
yeah,
who he is or what its ethnicity is.
yeah. But I mean, our patch has nothing to do with any type of hate or anything. It's a dead issue, and back then, yeah, it was kind of a fuck you, but it had nothing to do about racism at all.
You see, when I first seen the patch, those were my exact thoughts were, this must be a racist club.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I thought. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie, like that's what I thought. And when I talked to Coyote, like it shocked me that
yeah.
he was even a part of the club, and I was really intrigued by his story,
Hmm.
And then the way he explained it, and I'm like, damn, it makes a lot of sense. And it's to have a person like Coyote represent that club, it's a perfect match.
100%. And also, a lot of people got to realize that some of these symbols, they mean different things in different cultures, or different, we'll just say cultures. For instance, yeah, if you go to prison and you're a white boy, it's definitely a hate symbol. Just like other people have hate symbols for certain things. But in the motorcycle community, these symbols mean something completely different, and there's a reason behind it. But also, in my opinion, it's all part of history. Like, for people to get mad about the Confederate flag, like, I understand back then what it was used for and why people would get mad, but it's part, no, whether you like it or not, it's part of the U.S. history.
Yeah.
So why get mad about it?
I think some of the people in government, whoever it is, the powers that be, they're trying to like erase part of history, like with the tearing down the statues and all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna make it go away. It's
No.
still gonna be there. It's still a part of history, like you said.
Yeah. I just symbols don't bother me. If they have their own reason, I could back it up. If I agree with it, if I don't, it is what it is. But I can't change a club that's been around since the 70s to change something, and I'm not going to.
So you have that meeting with Coyote, right?
Yep.
Where does it go from there?